Hey Kidlums, I'm here today to review Angus, Thongs, and Full-Frontal Snogging. It's the first in the Georgia Nicolson Confessions kind of book series. I wrote notes this time! I've read this book and several others from the series several times. I just read the 8th one over the summer, and the 9th one came out in November, so I need to go to the library and get that one. But this one, let's talk about this one. It's a great start to a series. You know how I talk about Gossip Girl and how it's just like a rough start, but this is hilarious. You'll be laughing within the first chapter, within the first several pages. You'll just be like, oh my gosh, this girl is hilarious. And it's all Louise Rennison. I think it's based on her teenage years. She's hilarious. Like, I've seen videos of her and like her actual like blog or something. I'll put a link in the sidebar so that you can go to the Georgia Nicolson website, and if there's anything by Louise Rennison, I'll put it over there too. Book. It's not like, you know how some YA books, they're just, or young adult books, I should say, they're just really like simply written. Well, this is just very like truthful to the girl, teenage, yada yada. I know I do a lot of girls books. I'm gonna start doing some Scott Westerfield books, I promise, sometime soon. I'll do some guy kind of books. I don't know. Give me some suggestions from what you read. I'll actually have a list. I have a lot of books that my friend sent me that I will do that. Anyways, keep getting off topic. It's all this. It's all this. This book is about a teenage girl. She's 14 going on 15, and she and her friend fall in love with brothers. Jazz is George's best friend, and Jazz falls in love with Tom, and so they go to the grocery store, and I guess Robbie, the sex god, walks in, and he's like, oh, let me take care of these pretty girls, you know, like that kind of thing. And Georgia, she says she goes all jelloid, and it's really cute. She's like kind of cutesy, but also like she's very like, I don't know how to explain her. She's like, she's not afraid to run with boys, I think. That's what it is. She's a really goofy girl. She's kind of self-centered. You'll see in the books, she's like, she needs her time to herself. She takes forever to get ready for parties and stuff like that. Like, she'll be like, oh, I need to get ready, and it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. The party's not till like 8. It's really funny. She also gets her first boyfriend in this book, and a second boyfriend, and learns how to kiss, and just has a ton of fun with her friends. And the guy she likes, as I mentioned, his name is Robbie. He has a girlfriend, and this is the funniest part of the book. She and Georgia and Jazz, they go and stalk Lindsay. They call her Wet Lindsay because apparently she looks like a stream of water or something like that. Like, it's a really funny description. So they stalk her, and they totally, like, look through her window and all this crazy stuff, and they find out that she wears a thong and that she, what else? She has, inserts in her bra, whatever you want to call it. I don't remember what it's called. Inserts, maybe? So they find her dirty secrets, and that her engagement ring that she's been wearing to school is totally fake. Jazz hands. Yes, and finally when Robbie's like, hey Georgia, I like you, and I broke up with Lindsay, and she's like, well, did you know, blah blah blah, and then he goes away, and then he comes back, and they get together at the end. They get together at the end of this book, like, that's the dictionary. There is a dictionary, because this is all, like, this is, pretty much a girl growing up in England, and, so there's a lot of slang, and so most of it's in the dictionary, or the glossary in the back. She puts a little note. She's like, oh, my American chums, I put a glossary in the back for you. She's really funny. And she talks about her crazy cat and her crazy family. And her dad wants her to move to New Zealand. Like, throughout the book, they talk about, you know, like, oh, we're going to move to New Zealand. And she's like, really? And then at one point, I guess she says, I don't care, but she did care as soon as Robbie asked her to be his girlfriend. You should check it out. Go buy it. Go buy the series. I have most of the books. I have like 1 through 6 or 1 through 7, and then the rest of them I've either borrowed from the library. This is a well-loved book. Definitely. So I hope you have a lovely, lovely evening, and that you have a lovely tomorrow. Yep.